listening to the Estheticians Earning More podcast with Brittany Hagman, episode number 117. Welcome to the Estheticians Earning More podcast. On this podcast, we talk about how to love your esthetician business without the hustle, exhaustion, or overwhelm as it booms into a successful business. I teach simple ways how to approach your business that gives you your life back while still growing a profitable business. I grew BLH Beauty in San Diego to a 6-figure business, and I learned a lot along the way, which I'm excited to share with you here. So let's get started. Do you want to make $100,000 revenue in your esthetician business? If so, I would love to show you how. I want to invite you to coach with me in my one-to-one coaching program. It's completely customizable. The way that it works is we sit down and figure out what you've been doing in your business that hasn't been working, and then make a very specific plan that I help you follow over the course of 6 months to get it done. We meet weekly for 30 minutes and discuss exactly what went well that week and we're going to do next week, whether it's your pricing needs to be raised, or you need to have boundaries with your clients, or if you need to learn how to sell skincare, or you need to niche down and you're doing way too many services and not making money, or all of the above. Whatever the issue is, whatever the reason is you're not making money, we'll figure it out together and we will grow your business into a really profitable business that's sustainable, that you love, and that really helps people. I cannot wait to be your coach and to work with you. To learn more, go to the link in the show notes. And with that, on with today's episode. Hey, how are you? Happy Monday. We're just going to keep it with the Mondays for now. Gives me enough time to get this podcast to you. How are you? I want to talk about something that is a really interesting idea that has been building based on some of the other episodes, the people pleaser episode, the sympathy versus empathy episode, and now this one about being nice. I actually don't know what the title of this episode is going to be yet, but it's about being nice. Being nice, quote, like in quotes. You know, I don't know about you, but I was definitely raised with the value to be nice to other people. Like, that's not nice. It's important to be nice always, to be nice. And maybe it's this is also like a nice versus kind, but I don't think being nice is the same as being kind. And you can be kind and tell someone no, and it's really hard to be nice and tell someone no. And I think that's what times we have a hard time, because especially if you've been following me, if you're a client of mine or former client of mine, you're like, Brittany, you're too nice. You're too nice to people. That's not necessarily true. I don't necessarily agree with that. I see why you think that, but I don't think that's true. Because I think being nice means you're putting other people's comfort before yours. And you know, as well as I do, that people are quote unquote nice, but they are not genuine. It's not real. Like, they're being nice to your face and talking bad about you behind your back, because in your face, they're being very nice. So that you are comfortable. They're not telling you what they really think about you or whatever the situation. So it's very, quote, pleasant. There's not any actual tension. Maybe there's tension, but not from words spoken. So you're like, well, they're being nice. They didn't say anything. But that person is not a kind person, or they do not take kind action. They go behind your back and they're talking badly about you or whatever. Being kind is what I want you to be, not nice in your business, because I believe you're a kind person. And kindness is actually so much harder to stay in that energy. Nice is kind of an easy way to
deal with the situation and then move on. And I'm not saying I haven't had situations where I've just been nice to clients or people that want to be clients just to get them to go away, because that's true too, right? Okay, so let me break this down. So kindness, the way that I look at kindness, I hope I'm not confusing you, is the intent that the person who my actions is coming from, the intent. Nice is about how to almost control the situation so that I look good and I look like I'm putting your needs ahead of mine. But kindness is being aware of everyone's feelings and needs in the situation, not completely ignoring them, acknowledging them, and yet also acknowledging my own. Okay, so I'm going to give you some examples. Being nice is, when I was a manager at Target, someone's complaining about something, and I'm like, sure, not a problem, here you go. Do the return. They leave. I turn to my other manager, and I'm like, I hate them. They're the worst so much. I hate them so much. I don't care about them. I put on a fake smile, fake happy voice, so that I don't get a bad review or a call from corporate. And more importantly, so they go away and they leave me alone, right? Kind is your acne client, your new acne client or acne client you've been seeing for a period of time, sends you a message that they aren't going to keep coming, it's not working, they don't like the products, they don't like the program, they're really frustrated, they're going to leave. Kind is acknowledging that you are glad that they tried you out. Now, this person, let's pretend this person has not been mean to you. This person has not crossed any personal boundaries. They're just like, listen, I'm really sorry. I tried it. It's not working for me. I'm going to go to the doctor or whatever. Whether it's true or not, whether they actually did everything you're supposed to do or not, we don't know. We don't know. But that's what they're telling you. They're just telling you their truth. It's not working for them, whether it's imagined or real, and they're going to do something else. Nice is to be like, okay, thanks for letting me know. Bye. Like, you weren't rude. You didn't tell them, like, well, good luck. You know? You didn't tell them, like, well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. You're going to go over to the doctor. It's going to ruin your skin, right? Like, that's not obviously nice. But you just kind of were, like, pleasantly saying goodbye. And again, I definitely have given that reaction to people before. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you that I don't think it's as effective for you as a person and the energy that you want in your business. A kind response to that is, oh, yes, empathy, right? First, I'm so sorry that it didn't work for you. That's so hard. I know you tried really hard. I really appreciate you giving it a chance, giving it a try. Trying it, whatever. You do. They did try. They did give you money. You appreciate that. I mean, people who quit on me, I always appreciated them trying. Even if I knew there was a reason why it didn't work, I still appreciated it. Right? I still did. I'm super disappointed it didn't work for them, but I'm happy that they at least tried. And I wish you the best. I do. I genuinely hope, if they say they're going to the doctor, they're trying whatever, I hope it works. I do. I really hope it works, because I know the acne you're suffering. I don't want you to keep suffering, right? I don't tell them that, but that's my truth. Like, I know people who have acne are suffering. So if it does work for you, even though I don't really love that idea, like, personally, but it works for you, like, I'm so happy for you. And if it doesn't, I'm still here. That's what I call, like giving love to the situation, like sending them love. I'm not saying, if it doesn't work, come back, I'll give you half off, or please stay, I won't charge you for the next 3 treatments. Like, I'm not trying to control the situation. I'm not trying to either defend myself, like, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, so of course it didn't work, or you never came to your appointments, and that's the most important part of this. Like, I'm not defending. I'm not also, like, begging them to stay by, like, offering them discounts or free things. I'm like, I'm sorry it didn't work. It really sucks. I know you tried hard. It's the empathy. I usually say, I'm sorry it didn't work for you, not just it didn't work. I think that's an important clarification. That's the empathy. The kindness, I hope what you're doing next will work for you. I really do. And then being really clear, but hey, if it doesn't, I'm still here. I'm always happy to work with you again. And what I have found, my friend, 9 times out of 10, that person comes back. They go to the doctor, they get put on antibiotics, they go try Curology, they try it for a period of time, they go and do whatever organic raw honey thing, garbage. Their skin freaks out and they come back and they're like, okay, it didn't work with you the way that I wanted it to, but it worked a hell of a lot better than these other things I did, right? So I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try a little bit different. And what else did you say that maybe I didn't pay attention to very well last time or didn't want to do? That's what has always happened to me. And sometimes they don't come back, and I'm like, fine. Like, they weren't the right fit for the program. It wasn't, like, to the beginning of this equation, it wasn't a good fit for them. It didn't work for them. It didn't. Because they wanted X, and I don't do the X. So it didn't work for them. It only works for clients who are willing to do X. Sorry, it just is. It's not magic, unfortunately. Now, I do want to make a big pause here and quickly talk. I do want to have another episode, but I want to quickly acknowledge and talk for those of you who maybe really need to hear this right now. And that is, if someone is mean to you and rude to you or threatening to you and freaking out to you, I want to give you permission to be nice or not nice and direct and give them their money back to make them go away. And you do not feel any obligation to have empathy and kindness and tell them that you're still, no. They're not playing by the rules of civility. They can go away for good. Right? I have for sure have had clients that do that were just totally wild in their expectations of me or the way that they thought things should be. And I nowhere in my communication to them was like, I'm sorry it didn't work for you and I'm still here for you. No. It was like, okay, no problem. Here you go. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye. Like, do not come back. I do not want you as a client. Didn't say that specifically, but that is the gist. And it happened to a couple of clients. Like they refused to follow home care. They would say they weren't going to be in the sun, and they would go in the sun right after a peel, and they'd be freaking out. And, I'd be like, this sounds like this problem's not working for you. I wish you the best. They say, like, I don't think I can come to you anymore. Like, I agree. It's not working. I wish you the best. Thanks. But no thanks. Bye. Go away. So that's a different situation. That you don't need to be. There's not a relationship you're trying to maintain. The kindness and the empathy is you're maintaining a relationship with someone. If you don't want to maintain the relationship with them, you can just be really clear and direct. Give them what they want to go away, right? Give them their money back, even if you don't. Take back the products and refund them. I have 100% done that. I've taken products back, even though that wasn't my policy. I have refunded people. It wasn't my policy. I wanted them to go away. So it sucks so much. It's absolutely like a big punch in your stomach. It sucks. But I don't want that client. So I don't want to save that relationship. So I guess my question to you in this example, what I'm talking about today is, and the same thing with, my life now is like, I believe I'm a kind person. I believe I show up kindly, but like if someone's wild and crazy to me in my life and it's a pattern, I'm not trying to salvage this relationship. I'm not trying to keep that door open. I'm not trying to maintain some sort of relationship with that person. I'm happy to let that door close. So you just have to decide what that line is for you. And I'm sure you do know. There's certain clients that you are like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to see this person. like, I don't want to see them. And then they're like, yeah, I don't know if this is working for me. That you don't have to leave the door open for that person. You can be like, yeah, I don't know if it is either. Maybe you should explore other things. I think that's a good idea. This isn't for everybody. No hard feelings. I get it. I wish you the best. Right? Like, and that is also kind, like releasing someone with love that you even know that they don't like coming. You don't like them coming. They maybe feel obligated coming. You're like, no worries. Won't see you ever again. Not a problem. No one's mad here. I'm going to let you go. Right? That you can also be kind in that situation too, which is really, again, showing up in a way that you're not being inauthentic, but being like, oh, I'm going to miss seeing you. I'm not going to miss seeing you. Right? That's nice. That's being nice. Quote unquote nice. Oh, I'm so sad. This is our last appointment. You're not sad. Don't say that. Oh, it was so good having you as a client. It wasn't. Don't say that either. None of that's true. That's being nice. That's not being kind. Being kind in that situation is, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think this is the right fit for you. And I really hope you find that. Yeah, take care. Yeah, good luck. I really hope it works out for you. I do. I really, you know what? I really hope it works out for you so you don't come back, right? That's authentic. I'm also not like, I hope you have acne the rest of your life, right? You see that? And like, I think if we've been programmed to be nice as children, which I think most of us have been, it's also that people pleaser, right? It's like, make sure everyone around you is comfortable and don't be honest. Don't be honest about how you feel because that makes other people uncomfortable. Don't tell people no because that makes them upset. Don't rock the boat because if you are ever honest about anything, everyone's going to freak out and it's your fault. You rocked the boat. Look what you did. You shouldn't have done that. Look, if you had just been quiet, whatever, then no one would have been mad. But you made them mad by saying no. Have you heard that? I have. Right? So you can tell them no in this scenario in a really kind way. They can still be mad. They can go crazy, right? They can like totally flip out. And then you know that you acted in a way that was authentically to yourself kind. You know you weren't insulting them. You know you weren't whatever. You know you weren't doing that or this or this. You're like, that person flipped out. They obviously have stuff they have to figure out in their life. But I told them with complete sincerity, I do hope it's going to work out for them because what I do doesn't work for them. It's true. It's not working. And you hope that whatever they find in the future does. Right? Do you see the difference? You see like versus like being nice and like trying not to hurt their feelings. You're not really being direct. You're not really giving them a clear picture of what's happening for you and what's going to happen in the future. It's very confusing for them. Someone who's doesn't like coming to see you, they probably sense you don't like them coming to see them, right? Or you know what I mean? They can sense it too. But you're like very chipper and saying things like you like them as a client or you're going to miss them or some other BS like that. They're like, does she really like me? Do they really want me to keep coming? Is this something I should be doing? I don't really understand what's happening here. Versus they're like, this isn't working for me. And then they come and see you and you're like, I don't think it's working for you, but I do think you could probably find something in that would. And they're like, thank you. Thank you. You've actually given me permission to leave. Not that they needed your permission, but you know what I mean? Do you see how that clarity can be so powerful? That kindness can be so powerful in these interactions. Last but certainly not least, I want to remind you and give you a virtual hug. If this is all information that's kind of like, wait, what? For you, if this is like, I want to believe you, Brittany. I want to make these changes, but this is really, really hard for me. I just want to yes, of course it's really hard for you, especially if you were like me. You've been programmed your whole life to be nice. You've been programmed your whole life to make sure everyone else is comfortable besides you. This is really hard. But I really just want to give you a big hug, tell you keep trying. It's not going to be perfect. I am not perfect. I've been working on this for a while. Probably been working on this actively for 10 years. And it definitely started at Target because I had to tell people no all the time, and it always wrecked me. Every time it would wreck me. I just hated it. But then I would work with my colleagues. They would teach me. They taught me a lot. I had a lot of colleagues that taught me so much, and I would watch them and be like, how the hell did you do that? Like, oh, this is this and this and this. This is what I believe. This is the words that I used, whatever, And sometimes it would work and sometimes it would be a complete effing disaster, and we have to call security. It was like, people are crazy, right? That, and then my relationship with my husband, I've been with him for 10 years, and he has been really, his way of dealing with conflict is very kind and clear. That has been really helpful for me in having a relationship with someone, right? And then lots of therapy and life coaching. I've gone through also a lot of coaching as well, working through these things. So this has been a process. And then I used all of those things, and as well as energy work and other things that I've learned to make my business better when I had my business in San Diego, right? So these were all the different, it's kind of it was not an overnight thing. It wasn't oh, I'm just going to learn this and just, you know what I mean? So I just want to give you a big hug if that's kind of where you are. Just one step at a time. We can do it. I believe in you. Talk to you next week. Have a great week. Bye for now.
Hey, if you like this podcast, please rate and review on whatever podcast platform you're listening to. I cannot tell you how much that helps my podcast grow. So you can click 5 stars if you like it and you want to give me 5 stars. And please leave a review about telling me why you like it so that I can help other estheticians grow their business. Thank you so much.